is The Whispering Voice, and as always, I hope I find you happy and well. Now, the first thing I must say before I make this video is I've had a few people saying YouTube are putting adverts at the start of my videos, as they do with many now. Those of you who have listened to me over the last few years will know that it must have been a year or two ago I had contact from YouTube asking me if I would become or would like to become a partner. Now, what that meant at the time was you could upload videos longer than 10 minutes. Obviously, these days you can do that with a normal account, but you couldn't then. And obviously another thing, it branches out that lots of people make videos and they what they call monetize their videos to make money. But I did a partnership which allowed me to upload longer than 10-minute videos, but the only drawback of having a partnership account was you had to allow for adverts. Now, that hasn't been a problem up until, I would say, maybe the last year or so, where they stick adverts at the start of a video, so someone who's lying in bed, very tired, maybe put their headphones on, wanting to listen, press play on the video, and then this loud advert starts and wakes them up, and it can be very annoying. But all I would say is I can apologise for that, but it's out of my hands, really. I can't do nothing about it. That's what I get, really, for making longer videos. I mean, you could start a new channel, which I'm not going to do, because it's so many know this channel now. So the only thing I suggest you do is, which most of you probably do anyway, and it's what I do, is just be aware of these adverts. So when you're going to relax, just press the video, wait for the advert to finish or whatever. I think there's an option to skip it, about 5 seconds, and then you're ready to listen to the video itself. So I just wanted to make that clear. So it is out of my hands, unfortunately. It's part of having a partnership account, especially when I started it anyway. So far we've just had a little dusting of snow, nothing too major, but as always people start to panic. I noticed yesterday in some shops people were stocking up, and if they live in the countryside that's fair enough, but people who live in the town are still stocking up, which is a bit silly, really, but each to their own. I love this weather because I'm hoping after February I'm going to have more time to make more videos, and especially outdoor videos, which I really enjoy making, and I know a lot of people enjoy listening and watching them, the cooking in the woods, but I've got more planned with walking videos and showing you a bit of the mountains of Snowdonia. So all that's to come if we're not snowed in for years. It's always interesting when we have snow on the ground the first day. These two cats just stare at it for a bit, and they put their feet on it lightly and sort of feel it's cold, shake their paws and either run back in or sort of jump into it, and funny to watch, really. But I was always told that cats don't like water, which they generally don't, only to drink. But the grey cat I've got, Ellen, now she will sit out in the rain until she's absolutely soaked. And then she comes in, looks at me, feeling sorry for herself. But it's all a little plan which she has, because she likes to be towel dried, because I've got special towels here just for the cats. Well, just for her. But, and she loves that, to be dried off and then go and lie in front of the fire or whatever. And but she knows, you see, she's very clever. So we're just waiting for this snow now. At the moment, as I said, there's nothing, just a light dusting really, but there will be quite thick snow on the mountains in Snowdonia. That will be the first place and the deepest. I could get about probably 2 or 3 feet of snow, 90 centimeters up there. So, but as I say, I don't mind it. It's quite nice to watch it coming down. And once the snow has fallen, you find that, especially in a woodland, everything becomes muffled and muted, as it takes on its own beauty, its own difference, if you like. And it's like a little miniature winter wonderland. Beautiful, really. Today I'm going to make some lamb stew, as I do in the woods, but obviously in my kitchen. And I tend to make a big panful, and it lasts me about 3 days. And I must say, it's always better. I'll have the first meal on the first day, but the next day it tastes even better, and the next day it's even better again, because it's all the flavours and things have all sort of had time to soak in, and I'm sorry then it's all gone. I used to give my cats the juice of a stew which had vegetables and things in it, but thanks to Musk and Dusk, who makes relaxation videos and has a high knowledge of cats, and she takes cats in as well, homes them, looks after them, and she contacted me to say it's actually quite poisonous for cats, some vegetables, which I didn't know, so I wasn't feeding them the vegetables but the juice of that, they were cooked in, so I don't do that now. So thank you if you're listening. You always give me good advice. Well, at least it's nice and warm in the house, the fire's going, things on, so it's quite cozy. So try to stay warm if the snow is affecting you. And thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you soon.